Tonight, lock your doors. Turn off the lights and listen carefully. Because what you're about to hear is not a story. It is a warning. There are things in this world that do not want to be seen. Things that hide in the spaces between shadows. Things that have watched humanity since the beginning. And if you're unlucky enough to notice them, they may notice you back. Have you ever stared into a dark room and felt certain that something was standing there? Not imagineth, not guessed, certain, a shape, a presence. A pair of eyes staring back from the darkness. Your heart begins to race. Your breathing becomes shallow. Every instinct screams that something is wrong. Then you turn on the light and nothing is there. At least that's what you tell yourself. But what if the darkness was never empty? What if something simply moved before you could see it? Humans fear the dark for a reason. Long before cities. Long before electricity. Long before civilization itself. Darkness meant death. Predators lurked beyond the firelight. Every shadow could conceal danger. Every sound could be your last warning. That fear became part of us, buried deep inside our minds, passed down through thousands of generations. But what if our ancestors weren't afraid of predators alone? What if there was something else? Something they saw. Something they feared. Something they never forgot. Across the world, cultures separated by oceans and centuries tell eerily similar stories. Stories of pale figures standing at the edge of forests. Stories of black-eyed visitors appearing at windows. Stories of creatures that mimic human voices to lure victims into the dark. Different names, different legends. The same fear, the same warning. Do not follow the voice. Do not answer when something calls your name from the darkness. And above all, do not look outside if you hear scratching at your window after midnight. Because some things want to be invited in. Imagine this. It's 3:17 in the morning. You wake up suddenly. No reason. No nightmare. No noise. Just hawak. The room feels different. Heavy. Wrong. You look around. Everything appears normal. Then you notice something. Your bedroom door is open. You remember closing it before going to sleep, but now it's standing slightly ajar. The hallway beyond is completely dark. You stare into it, and for a brief moment, you think you see movement. A shade, tall, thin, standing perfectly still, watching. You blink, and it's gone. Most people would convince themselves it was nothing, a trick of the eyes, a dream. But then you hear footsteps, slow, deliberate, coming from somewhere inside the house. One step, then another, closer. Closer, until they stop directly outside your room. Silence. A silence so deep you can hear your own heartbeat. Then, a knock, or if it's still watching, waiting, smiling. But who's behind you?